to talk to you about the Danish food cluster today. The Danish food cluster's ambition is that 5 million people make a difference to 9 billion tomorrow. What is the export? How big is the export represented by the agro and food business in terms of money? Yeah, it's about 16 billion euro export, and it represents about 20% of the total exports in Denmark. So how many jobs represent the agriculture and food business in this country? 40%. We started to realize that we need to understand what's the business in Denmark, and we commissioned a company called Regex to do this baseline. They provided a report, big report, I don't know, 50, 60 pages that I had to read at night, everything in Danish. And we have some facts here. Of course, it's available to everyone. And we use this report to start to build the Danish food cluster and to put a vision and a mission statement that we're going to have. We're going to have to forget the past. We're going to have to forget Jutland versus Copenhagen, DTU versus AU and KU, and we're going to have to forget that. Because what is important is that we bring 4 entities together. One, the one I'm representing, the big organizations. Yeah? The second one is the SMEs, the small and medium-sized companies. We're going to have also to bring the knowledge, the top scientists in this country around the university systems. And of course, these 3 people can't work together if they are not fueled by public money, by government agencies, by local authorities that are putting money into research, putting money into innovation to fuel these initiatives. It is extremely important that all the 4 play a role. Yeah? And it's not the first one that is going to eat the second one, if you see what I mean. Everybody will have a role to play. Yeah? So if you represent an SME or a small investor, don't be afraid. Yeah? Because the big guys need you. Any question is a good question. Any challenging question is a good question. Don't be afraid. Yes?
Do you have any idea in what particular area do you expect the Danish position to be the strongest in this country?
Fantastic. Out of the report, and if you look at the report, you have an analysis that is done across the countries by categories or specializations. And the key message is there are 3 food categories that are really, really strong in Denmark. It's meat, food ingredients, and dairy. But it doesn't mean, there is another idea here, it doesn't mean that vegetables and food, etc. won't have a win also. But these are the 3 major areas there. And again, a lot of this is going to export. Yeah? 130 countries total, so it's a massive opportunity.
What would be the critical success factor for this?
Critical success factor?
Yeah.
I think the critical success factor is when you go to the world, people recognize Denmark as a trademark for food.
This event is important because it's bringing a lot of people together, sharing the same interest around food and agribusiness. And it's important also because it brings visibility on and allow people to connect and talk and be challenged and look at solutions for some of the problems we all face. I think this event is absolutely a key event to keep because it's bringing a lot of attention in Scandinavia, it's bringing a lot of attention in particular in Denmark. And it's also, again, the Danish food cluster is anchored in Denmark, and there is a lot of connections around the Aarhus, but also in Copenhagen. And the fact that we do food festivals in Copenhagen as well, the fact that we do food festival is bringing a lot of attention around food, which is a lovely sector because everybody needs food to live. But it's also to show the complexity and some of the challenges and the energy that we can have in order to bring better, safe, more healthy products to the consumers, not just in Denmark, but all around the world.